Hi, everybody. Namaste. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Jonathan, for the reading earlier. That was lovely. I appreciate the support. Welcome to Ruchi. Namaste. Hello. Yes, I am well. And Mystics Haven, Teresa. Hello. Hello, hello. Jamie. Wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much, Janine. Great. You have both decks so you can play along and do the spread that I'm going to do. And who else is here? Donna's here. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. Yes, US Thanksgiving just around the corner. And Essence, oh, hello. Lovely to have you here as well, too. Okay, so what's happening today is I've been doing quite a few videos on Oracle decks lately. And I was last Friday sharing with you some of my favorite Oracle guidebooks. And I pulled out Chris Ann's the guidebook. This is the large guidebook for the original version of the Sacred Creators Oracle. And I decided that I am going to do one of the spreads, a variation of it anyway, that is in the front of this guidebook. So my intention, I put the questions in the description box below, is to use the Oracle card for the Oracle deck for the first card, and then I'm going to use the Muse Tarot for the other cards. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's my intention anyway. So if you have these decks, you can shuffle them, or you can use whatever decks that you would like to use if you're going to play along. Chris Ann called this spread the Epic Mission Spread, Soul Journey Like Wildfire. And I see that some of you have questions in the chat that are not related to project development, biz development, ideas development, soul journey development, things like that. So I'm happy to pull a few cards if your questions aren't related to the spread, but I'm going to go through and do the spread in case you're playing along. So we will do a reading for the collective to start with, and then I will get to your personal questions, and hopefully I can do this spread for a couple of you at least. And if there are other questions in the chat, I'm happy to do that as well too. Okay. And I suppose I need to open another window. Yes, new window. Alrighty. And thank you to the mods who are here. Your support in any way is greatly, greatly appreciated. Whether that is to do some troll zapping. And it's funny. Okay, Kelly Fitzgerald doesn't like that word because trolls are elemental beings, and to use that name as with a negative connotation. I really appreciated that she said that. So those people who don't understand about friendly conversation in the chat, you have the power to remove them. We don't need to call them trolls. Yeah. And also helping people to understand what's happening here today. So I always appreciate that. Excuse me. I see a couple people coming in, Lydianne and Joel. Andy's here as well too. What else is going on? I think I said hi to everybody. All right. Impolite people instead of trolls. Yes. All right. Now, I want to say that there's a overriding energy that doesn't necessarily suit the energy of the spread at this time. The moon is waning, right? We've just gone through a full moon. The moon is waning. And we're also in this kind of crazy eclipse season right now. So there's 2 reasons for not starting something now. I would wait at least until the new moon or till you feel a shift of energy. So that's one thing. Another piece of advice I have is if you're aware of your time of birth and you can go to a moon chart and figure out the time of the moon where you were born. I was born during a waxing gibbous moon. During a waxing gibbous moon, in theory, is the time where I feel my strongest, where I have this great potential to do great things. If you know what the moon was doing when you were born, this is a really good time for you to initiate things. So there's a few different reasons why some kind of development spread doesn't fit into this current vibe, but what I would encourage you to do is to kind of hold on to this energy and then light the candle at the new moon or light the candle at your phase of the moon that is in alignment with project development for you. Okay. I use the paid version of the Moon app, and I can go to the calendar section and put in anybody's birth date and find out what time within a couple of seconds what the moon was doing when they were born. So it's a really, really handy reference to have. And I do that a lot when I'm doing readings for people. Okay. Cyber meanies. Okay. Clara, hello. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. So nice to have you here. Okay, so this is a reading for the collective. This is a reading for you. Whatever it is that you are wanting to grow, to blossom, to put some life force energy into I'm going to use the oracle for this one, how to make my mission, my project, my idea infectious and spread like wildfire. Oh, that was a very interesting couple of cards. That was a weird cut. Okay. Okay, so your first message is to ambush fear. Okay, I'm going to hold this up so you can read the message. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. My God, I love that language. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. Okay. Number 2, which, and I'll show you the placement of these cards in case you don't have this deck. Number 2 position, we're just going to rest onto the side of the central card. And this is a self-care message from your sacred contract, your sacred self, your higher self. A self-care message from Spirit. As you, and it's funny, you know, the reading, Jonathan did a reading for me this morning, and I feel like the self-care component, you know, when life gets challenging, self-care is so important, but sometimes it's more than a bath. You know, we don't just need to take a bath. We need to, there's something else. So I feel like this self-care message is really important. Okay. I'm going to cut and then only cut once for the rest of the reading. So this is funny. I want to read this just pictorially. I feel like saying the self-care message is to put on your high-heeled shoes and go for this. I don't know. You know, look at the focus here. I dropped the card too. This is this is like the go for it card. So I feel like the self-care message is to run high speed up the mountain. You know, maybe we need to burn off some fuel, burn off some steam. We need to, you know, really, and look how those black and white lines are really pointing into a focal point. So normally when I think of a self-care message, I think of something soothing, like taking a bath, right? Or abhyanga, some kind of massage or something. But the self-care here is talking about get your sweat on. Get your sweat on. Dance until you're dripping wet. That's what I feel like this message is. Okay. Number 3 goes to the left. And this is a message for the soul, how to nourish the soul. All right. So I was saying dance until you sweat. This is the 10 of emotions. So to me, nourishing your soul through giving yourself permission to feel, to fully feel, whether that is, I'm thinking of a scene from a movie with Holly Hunter, a really old movie, and she would just like, did she pick up the telephone? I don't know what it was. She would just like burst into tears at random times. Ton of emotions, fulfillment of emotions. Allow your emotions to rise to the surface. Your spirit wants you to release emotionally. Okay. Yes, Jonathan, I totally agree. Self-care is also working the body in dance or by working out. Hello, Kristen. Number 4, how can I best serve others? How can I best serve others? All right. This is Temperance. So this is an interesting card to show up here. How can I best serve others? If you are not in balance, right? If you are not feeling like you've got your shit together, it's very hard to serve others. So it's important that you bring some mindfulness to your apothecary, to your alchemy of your food, your life, your lifestyle, what's going on in your day. Maybe you need to shift up your schedule or something, because temperance is showing up as a way of serving others. And I feel like, we have to make sure that we are walking our talk. It's really, really hard if you are feeling burnt out. It's really, really hard if you have a cold or you're feeling a little bit angry about a particular issue, right? So temperance is a really important thing to have in mind as we are serving others. Okay. Number 5. Number 5 goes below. This is unconscious challenges. Unconscious challenges. This is very interesting. So this is the Knight of Emotions. And here is the 10 of Emotions. So we can best nourish our soul by feeling and feeling fully emotionally, but we're also challenged by the movement of emotions. And this particular shape here, when I see this shape, this kind of shell shape, I'm always thinking about the inner organ, the inner architecture of the ear, and how the suit of emotions is, of course, is connected to our intuition and so forth. So it's really important that we listen to our intuition, and we may be in a bit of resistance with that at this time. So, yeah. I wonder if there is also any romantic resistance, and not necessarily in a relationship, but is there some level of discomfort with others' emotions that are showing up for you at this time? Okay, so remember, these are important qualities so that you can gather enough energy to focus and go forward with your amazing mission, project, business, and so forth. What is above? So the 6th card, Wow. Okay, we have a lot of emotions going on here. This will be interesting to see which cards come up as repeater cards during other people's readings. The sixth card is gifts and whispers, secrets. These are skills that you have. Okay, so this is the Queen of Emotions. So not only do we have the 10 and the Knight, but we have the Queen of Emotions. Remember, the central card is ambush fear with your ferocious dreams. Ambush fear with your ferocious dreams. And our gift is the Queen of the Queen of Emotions. So I have this potential, this deep, soulful, inspirational, intuitive connection to connect with others. And so recognizing this gift of connecting with others is allow that to inspire with ferocity, with ferociousness, to release your fears about moving forward with your project. Okay, that's a lot of emotions. Temperance is reminding us to get our stuff together before we move forward. Okay, so there we go. That is the spread. It is a 6-card spread. And I'm happy to do this for those of you that have, the first few of you anyway, that have requested already in the chat. I'm going to go back up to the top. And I just want to, I'll do a few quick 3 cards for those of you that are asking for that. And then we'll go to the spread, because I see a few of you have requested the spread. All right, let's hold some light and love around Ruchi. And Ruchi asks, what blessings are coming for me soon? I'm going to do, for those of you that are not wanting the spread, I'm going to do 1 oracle and 2 tarot cards. This is for Ruchi Kumar. What blessings are coming for her soon? I feel an openness of heart. I feel a lightness of heart. I feel that kind of, the keyword here is manifesting and doing. So this is kind of, it's like Ruchi, not, and also this is a gold card. This is a Manipura chakra card, right? So you want to remember that, yes, you can have the dreams and the wishes and all of that, the vision boards and so forth, but you also need to act. You also need to act. So this is not about sitting back and waiting for something to happen. We're all guilty of that from time to time. Ruchi, 2 cards. 9 of materials, 10 of emotions. Okay. And just keep in mind, everybody, the repeater cards that come up in various people's readings today are going to have an emphatic message for all of us. So this speaks to abundance, Ruchi. This is the 9 of materials is it's very much a fulfillment card, and it's also about enjoying life. It's about enjoying life, and these 2 cards fit really nicely together. So what I would suggest is that this is a time of it's a time of appreciation and gratitude and a little bit of, I'm going to say, relaxation, to really do and give yourself permission to do exactly what you want to do, because that is what your soul needs at this time. 10 of Emotions speaks to emotional fulfillment, but also allowing yourself to express emotionally. As you see the 10 figures are expressing themselves in the card on the right. All right, let's go to Teresa. Teresa asks, what was Ron's role in my life? Did I learn all that I was meant to from him, or am I missing something? All right, so Teresa, let's focus on what was his role in your life, not the closed-ended question that is a part of that, okay? What was Ron's role in your life? Because there's multiple layers to your question here. And it's better if we just focus on one at this time. What was Ron's role in your life? And then you say, just wondering why he still comes into my thoughts after 10 years. You may, cutting cords takes time, but you may need some help with cutting cords as well too, and completely releasing him from your life and seriously releasing him. Sometimes it means burning of old letters. It means throwing a piece of jewelry into the ocean. If there are memories of him that linger. This reading is for Teresa, Mystics Haven, who is wondering what Ron's role was in her life. Okay. All right, so let's go to Anahat Chakra. He was there. He was there to teach you something about your heart. So this particular card is one of the most potent medicines of the heart space. So I'm going to say he was there to help you heal your heart, to see and recognize gratitude as a medicine. Oh, we have another repeating card. Okay, so today is going to just be full of emotions. We have 8 of Emotions and we have Queen of Emotions. And we have an eclipse. Who sings A Total Eclipse of the Heart? You know that song, A Total Eclipse of the Heart? Somebody put that into the chat. Oh my God, I think that's a 70s song. That's what I feel. He is here. He was here to teach you about letting go, about feeling. He was there to rock your heart, look at the colors. Here we have the greens and the pinks of Anahat Chakra. He was here to awaken something in your heart. Bonnie Tyler, thank you. And maybe that song has something in it that will bring you comfort or to help you process this. Okay, so he was there to rock your heart. Very much so, to open it, to awaken it. And so be grateful to him for that. Okay, thank you, Teresa. And maybe that is enough to let go. Okay. Okay, so let's do this spread for Janine. All right. So the first card, the Oracle card, is a message that we need to embrace, that Janine would benefit from embracing to reignite the energy of this project. So let's hold some space. Love and light for Janine. I'm just going to take off that. There we go. You know, this deck, while this is quite thick cardstock, I think it's like 380 GSM, it's still riffle shuffleable. It has a really, really good core in it. I don't know if the mass market deck feels the same or not. So your wildfire infectious message is raw intention. Raw intention. Okay, I wasn't planning on talking about chakras, but I forgot what a great chakra deck this is. So let's go to the inspiration of the blue color. And I want to encourage you to shout your intention to the stars, to the moon, to the sun, to the neighborhood. It feels like perhaps your intention wasn't broadcast loudly enough. Like to get really passionate about the intention of the project. Maybe you were more focused on the outcome rather than the intention of it. Right? Because that's a different perspective. For everybody who's just tuning in, this is the Epic Mission Spread, variation of it anyway, from Chris Ann's, the guidebook from Chris Ann's Sacred Creators. All right. All right, so your self-care message is 4 of materials. I feel the nurturance of this card, the kind of I feel like protecting your heart. This is one of I want to say sacred practices, sacred beauty. It feels quiet. It feels contained. It feels like sacred space. You know, when I think of 4s, I think of containers. I think of sacred space, exactly. And so this feels, look at her feeling. Look at the way she's listening to her heart. The colors are really beautiful here. 4 of materials. The third card is how best to nourish your soul. So what I didn't say in the previous reading was that by nourishing your soul in this way, your project will begin to grow. Okay, so this is Ace of Emotions. Perhaps, Janine, in the past, exactly what I said before, the passion behind it wasn't loud enough. So really get into the emotional energy and start from there again. Card number 4 is how to best serve others. So how might this project best serve others? Okay, perhaps this is in service to aid others' pain, to aid others. So, 3 of voices. I'm almost feeling like, so I was saying to you to like scream your intention. This is about you empowering others to use their voice to heal. You empowering others to find their voice to heal. What you are not aware of. Okay. 5 of emotions. I have so many things that are coming up from this card. So what you're not aware of. What you're not aware of is that there are suppressed emotions that haven't been released. There's some of your own work that needs to be done. So do you remember in the group reading how important that temperance card was? I really feel like in order to serve others, we need to be well and balanced. And so there is some personal, emotional work that is going to help this project move forward. I'm also struck by the iciness of this. So you want to melt. You want to melt and let go of that. And look at things are beginning to move, beginning to flow. And I'm going to tell you something else really weird that just came up. So when I was saying this downward facing triangle, this is this is a cup as well too, right? This just is the shape of a chalice. But I was seeing this downward facing triangle, and I was thinking of the Louvre and the pyramid at the Louvre and that sacred union of the two triangles. I don't know why I was thinking of that, but look at all this blue here. So your voice is really important in this. Your gift. Okay, so the gift that you have. 9 of emotions. Okay. Your gift, the whisper. So these are whispers from spirit. These perhaps are aspects of your gift that you're not aware. You have the potential to inspire others. So what I'm seeing here is there's like a joint message here. One is it's important to allow others to release, but also to fully feel and embrace their dreams. Well, this whole reading makes total sense, Janine. So I want to say with this raw intention card, I feel like broadcasting this to the money people, broadcasting this to the movers and shakers is your first step, right? To really, and maybe also there's maybe some collaboration is necessary in doing that, but you need to feel and show the emotion of this project in order for it to grow, because nobody is going to follow if you're not wearing the passion of this project on your sleeve. Thank you, Janine. All right. So, and Janine, I would like you to erase the word just. Cross off the word just from your last comment. Okay. Cross it off, because you are bigger and stronger and have so much inside of you. And so when we use adverbs like just, that makes us small, and you are not small. Okay. All right. Can everybody be present for Jonathan and hold some light around his black light rune project? I feel really happy, Jonathan. I feel very smiley. And it's funny because I remember you said something about smiles earlier. I wonder if we're mirroring each other on some level. Okay, so this reading is for Jonathan Daly. How might his blacklight runes spread like wildfire? What wildfire? What kind of infectious energy does he need to be aware of as he continues to develop this project? Befriend the word polarize. And you know, when I read that, I saw befriend the world polarize. I want to say own the fact that these runes don't need to be anything but these runes have something for everyone, even if they have a system of runes that they're familiar with. So when I see, and it's interesting because your runes have something on each side, right? And then when I'm thinking of polarize, I'm thinking of, okay, let's, and I think it's so interesting that I saw the word world instead of word. Befriend the world, polarize, cover the whole world, expand. What is the expansion that's necessary? And then, Jonathan, look at these colors. So here, let's turn this upside down. So here we have Ladara chakra, right? So root chakra energy. And then we have the white crown chakra energy. So I feel like there's something in the completeness of the project. Clara, me too. I read the word world. All right. So next is a self-care message from Jonathan's sacred self or sacred contract or higher self. this card. It's the Ace of Voices, Jonathan. This is your self-care message. I'm wondering why this person is looking away from us. The owl is looking forward, and the very colorful figure is looking into the abyss, looking towards the light, looking towards the truth. And then we have this particular light being piercing the pineal gland. I love, love, love the prayer flags in this card. So the self-care message is the Ace of Voices. What is this? What is this? This is nurturing the thought, nurturing the voice, taking time for meditation, taking time for self-care writing. There's something really beautiful in this card. I'm not going to shuffle again. Let's just go on. So the third is, how do I best nourish my soul? Okay, so we have another polarized picture here. As above, so below. Okay, we have something going on here, Jonathan. So we have another polarized picture, just like in the center. Moving in both directions, being torn between two directions. And instead of being torn between two or multiple directions, I feel like this is asking you to choose two directions, to know that the opposites are okay, the opposites support. There is more than one face to this. How are these blacklight runes best going to, we have another repeating card. How are these runes best going to serve others? How to best serve others. Okay, I'm going to say that this 8 of inspiration means that this project wants to get out in the public sooner than later. I feel the illumination of this project accelerating. Yeah, literally two-sided. This is a go for it message, Jonathan. What you're not aware of. Okay, so this is what you're not aware of. This is 7 of inspiration. This is unconscious challenges. Unconscious challenges. I feel like how can I say this? I feel the deleterious effects of not acting now. 7 of inspiration, 8 of inspiration. This project wants to go. This project has been calling you for a long time. This is one of the first things you ever asked me about, like years ago. How many years ago? I remember you asking about this, and this project wants to be ignited. This project wants the doors to be open. It wants you to stand up and to express and inspire others through this. Perhaps what you're not aware of is that your creativity and this tool is going to allow others to open up as well, too. Your secret gift, the secret whisper messages from Spirit. Oh my God, Jonathan, we've got runes. Oh my goodness, Jonathan. These runes are your gift. These runes are your gift. Trust in your inner high priestess, your inner high priest. Trust in that wisdom, that these runes themselves are a gift to others. And yes, Kristen is right. Put on those heels and get strutting, Jonathan. It feels like more than a year ago, Jonathan. Are you sure it was only a year ago? I love that, Donna. Sky writing from Spirit. All right. Well, Jonathan Daly, that is your message for today. Susanna, hello, hello, hello. All righty. Right, where are we at? It's fun. Clara, I feel like it's been ages since I've seen you, and I know it was just a few weeks ago, but I'm so happy that you're here in the chat. And also I want to say hello to Joey Luna. I'm not sure that you've been here before, so welcome. This comment here is in regards to the period of the moon cycle where we are at our best. And for Donna Rian, it is the waning crescent. And I was saying that mine is the waxing gibbous. Okay. So now we're going to go to Clara. May I please get a reading? You already know about my... Oh, pardon me. I was on earlier today and I turned my phone on in between. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay. Clara. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Lost the camera for a moment. And let's make sure the sound is off. Okay. And I think the camera is, yeah, the camera is facing a weird way. Just bear with me. I'm going to fix the camera. Oh no, it should be good. It should be good. Okay. Good dog, Amber. Yes, good doggy. You just lie down. Mm-hmm. I feel like she's finally, I don't want to jinx things, but Amber had her 5th birthday on November 4th. And I'm feeling like she's starting to calm down, which is amazing. Excellent. All right, so let's hold lots of light and love around Clara's project. And the first card, we're going to focus on how to make this mission infectious and spread like wildfire. I've already been on 50 minutes, so anybody that's just coming in now, you might want to check back next Tuesday. I won't be on much more than an hour. I love this. You the muse. Clara, you the muse. I have this, oh, the camera is turned. The camera is turned. Okay, I'll do it this way. Get back off. I had this picture in my mind of you dressing up, like dressing up like one of the women in this deck, in the Muse Tarot deck, and putting on some flowy fabric and lots of gaudy jewelry and maybe some funky shoes that don't even match the outfit, and I don't know, just getting really playful. Getting really playful. You the muse. I also feel like what that tells me is that you are the project. You are the project. So I feel like there is a unnecessary level of humility about you. You have an infectious spirit. You have an infectious spirit, and just let that shine. Let that shine through. Hello to Aisha. All right. The next card is your self-care message, Clara. This is quite a card. This is quite a card. So this is the 9 of voices, the 9 of air. And I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up on here. This is, besides being a card of, I feel like this is Clara, how the 9 of cups we say is the wish card. I feel like this is the dream card. This is the dream card. All these thoughts. Can you see the little dots of those white lines? All these little thoughts come together and they're like floating up into this balloon. And look at the illumination around her head. This is the dream card. Bye, Kristen. So your self-care message is about allowing the dreams to be not only nourishing, but allowing your dream time. Ooh, how can we say this? Allow your dream time to bring together the ideas. So it's almost as if I want to say to put the muse into the dream. Put some intention, put some focus on the dream time. How to best nourish your soul. Be in this world, be in the garden, go out, go shopping, be here, be now, be present. How to best serve others. Look further. Look further. Is this about narrowing or expanding? I think this is about expanding your focus. The world is your oyster. Think bigger. Think bigger. Go further. You're welcome, Jonathan. Think bigger. Go further. Take it international. Okay. Challenges. So does this mean you are your own worst enemy? You see how the light here is coming from the solar plexus? So I'm going to say what you're not aware of is how big this can be. You're not aware that this can be the potential for this to be so much bigger than you realize. You, the muse. You, the muse. Whisperings from spirit. Okay, it's the same card Jonathan had. And again, okay, so Clara, I really feel like this is about you making this bigger. Look at the similarity in energy, the way that this figure is kind of passively looking to the big picture. But by the time we get to the 7 of inspiration, this person is pushing away all of the, pushing away the what's the like the noise, pushing away the noise, because they know the potential of this project. Okay, so your unique self, your unique muse, your unique brand is what needs to shine through at this time. People want you, Clara. People want your voice, your vivacity. And this is about going further, taking this as far as you're able to go. So maybe this does mean that you leave Czechoslovakia at this time, the Czech Republic at this time, right? You go out into the world. Okay, so what is the missing piece? What is the missing piece? Okay. What is the missing piece? Clara, I want to say meditate on Manipura chakra. Meditate on your navel center. Here, the navel center is small. Here, we're at the navel center. This rose is at the navel. I'm going to pull one more card. And my question is, what is missing? Okay, this is repeating what I said before. This card says magic happens when you most expect it. So what I'm feeling in the Chariot is that you are dummying down your potential. You're dummying down your potential. Your potential is great. Your potential is expansive. And so let this project expand beyond the borders of where you are. Okay? Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. All right. Do I have the energy for one more? I know Joel would like this spread. I do not have a review of this deck. No. Okay. I know I'm way, way, way behind here. Okay. So the final reading for today is going to be for Joel. For those of you that would like a reading, I will be back next Tuesday. December 4th is the next Saturday that I'm doing readings as well too. I'm going to do readings with Anna, Astral Tarot Lady. So that's in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. Okay. Joel. So we're focusing on Joel's development of his tarot practice and learning. Yeah, it's a good spread, isn't it, Jonathan? It's a feel-good spread. It's a like, let's tap into. I feel like this is a real Manipura chakra spread. Like this is like a tapping into your fire, into your center kind of spread. That phone call was from one of my daughters, and now I see she's texting me over and over. Why? Could I pick her up? She has a bag of laundry. That's so funny. Okay, I'm going to reply to her. Mommy, can you pick me up? I live very close to the ferry terminal, but when you've got, I guess, garbage bags full of laundry, it's a long journey up the hill. All right, so this is for Joel. How might Joel spread his tarot practice like wildfire? How might Joel spread his tarot practice like wildfire? Okay, let's put some path. Okay, here we go. Card number 1. Ooh. Sacred mirrors. And look, the number on this card is 33. Sacred mirrors. What is Chris Ann's intention here? Sacred mirrors are all around. We are connected to other souls on this planet, and every single interaction, no matter how great or how tiny, can carry a message, a lesson, or a meaning. Expect a lesson in the next few days. It will be one that will reverberate through your being and shed light on your truest form. As an explorer of life, you are a mirror to the people you meet, and they are mirrors for you. You understand how you feel about a situation by hearing another person's point of view. So it's almost as if, Joel, that part of the growth of your tarot practice is being with people and listening to people's stories and finding inspiration from others' projections, if you will. Also, this makes me think about mirror work. And if you're brave enough to do some mirror work can be very, very powerful. Okay. So what is Joel's self-care message? Be good to yourself. Treat yourself. Buy a new tarot deck. Know that you can grow anything that you want to. Know that you are at the beginning of something really, really special and potent. How to nourish your soul. Ooh, more pentacles, more materials. Not only is this horse really embracing being outdoors, but the thing about this cactus that is above the horse, what it made me think of is how slowly cacti grow, how slowly they grow. And they love the sun. And there's, I feel an enduring quality with your practice, Joel. And so patience is really, really important. How you best serve others. Oh, Joel, this is so sweet. This is you. You're right. You're the page of inspiration. So get creative with, if this is something that you want to grow into a business, finding your own unique voice, but patiently take your time with that. Know that I also want to say this is going to evolve over time. What it looks like now won't be what it looks like in 5 years. And know that it doesn't have to be perfect right now. So, unconscious challenges, the Hermit. So perhaps an unconscious challenge is being alone. An unconscious challenge is being in the process, sitting with the process. And maybe there's an impatience in that. So just recognize how important the pace of this is, what your gift is, the secret whisper. Oh, this is indeed is moving ahead. Indeed is moving in the right direction. So not only is there a page here, but we also have the Fool. And so Spirit is wanting you to do this, right? Your inner child, your inner voice, your higher self are they're all with you on this journey. And let it be light. Don't let it be let it be light. Don't get stressed out about what this is supposed to look like. Okay? Yeah. Wow. So this is a really it's a really, really great spread. I would encourage you to um, for those of you that haven't done it yet for yourself, the prompts are in the description box below. If you have the large guidebook, the inspiration for this spread is on page 28. I'm not sure. I don't have the mass market version, so I don't know if this spread is where this is in the mass market version guidebook. But I like the I really like the fire that the spread is creating, and it's almost like the spread creates a love for self and a trust in self. Yeah, beautiful. So thank you all for being here. Now, what's happening with me over the next few days is today is Tuesday. Tomorrow I have Marielle. And remember that the Marielle series is sometimes at 10 a.m., sometimes at 4 p.m. And the schedule is on my community page and live in the Facebook group Wednesday night. And I have a couple of new things that are coming up. One is that I'm going to be on YouTube doing a yoga class. And this is something I've had several different requests suddenly. Can you come back and do a yoga series? And so what I'm going to do on Thursday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific, I'm going to start from the ground, start from zero. And tomorrow, Thursday morning, we're going to actually lie on our backs and breathe. I'm going to talk about full yogic breath. And then I'm going to take apart a very elementary sun salutation. I don't know if we'll get through the whole thing, but we're going to do this step by step. And I want these morning yoga videos to be no more than 45 minutes. So I'm going to try to keep them about at the half-hour mark so that this is something that you can come to and do. And if you want to replay your favorite one, so that we have kind of a mini morning practice. So that's my intention. And then over the weeks, I'm going to kind of build on it and help you to build strength and so forth. So that's new. That's going to be on my channel Thursday mornings. Yeah, the courses in January are filling up. So remember that I'm doing a Tarot Through the Chakras course. There's 2 different sections for that. That is on my website, on the shop page. I suppose I should have this information, a lovely little banner here. Everything that I'm doing and teaching is on my shop page, and I am aware that my website is not the greatest place and the easiest place to navigate. But if you go here, you can find all the courses that are coming up. There's a couple of spaces left in Tarot Foundations 2022, and I will be doing some bonus workshops coming up very soon for the class for that as well too. Yeah. So everybody, you are really, really welcome. And I'm sorry for those of you that didn't get a reading today, but hopefully I will see you next Tuesday, or you can book a private reading with me. Okay. Take good care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste. Bye-bye.